Welcome all of you. Welcome to another video of Maths Made Easy. This is one video where I am going to write down the solutions, where I am going to do the solutions of the worksheet that I had given earlier. Okay, I shall put the link of the worksheet in the description box just in case you don't get it. Now this worksheet had 3 questions, one of rational numbers, one of cubes and cube roots, and one of squares and square roots. Okay, so cubes and this video is for cubes and cube roots only. The next one will be for squares and square roots, and then I shall be posting the third one which will be for rational numbers. So please watch all these videos and you can keep on you can keep on correcting your own sums that you have done from the worksheet. So you'll get all the solutions, each and every question that I have given in the worksheet here. Okay, you shall get the links of the other solutions in the description box. We had a sum like cubes of odd numbers are dash. Okay, so cubes of odd numbers are dash. Now what are cubes of odd numbers? Okay, that was the first fill in the blank. Okay, what are cubes? Now if you are cubing an odd number, okay, then if you are cubing, let's say 7, okay, 7 into 7 is a 49, into 7 is a 343. Okay, so this is cubes of odd numbers are odd. That means they end in odd numbers, odd digits. So second one is cube of a number which ends with a 0 ends with cube of a number which ends with a 0 ends with dash zeros, ends with dash zeros. Okay, so ends with dash zeros. Now if the number is ending with a 0, then it will ends with a 0, then ends with 3 zeros. Okay, third one, cube root of a number ending with 8 ends with. Now cube root of a number ending with 8 ends with cube root of a number ending with 8 ends with dash. Okay, so cube root of a number ending with 8 ends with dash. So what is it? Now cube root of a number, now mark it, this is cube root of a number ending with 8 ends with how much? Now cube root of 8 is a 2. Okay, so this will end with cube root of the number will end with a 2. Okay, the smallest 3-digit number which is a perfect cube, the smallest 3-digit number, okay, which is a perfect cube. What is it? Okay, now 3-digit numbers start from 100 and and it has to be a perfect cube. So 4 cube is 4 into 4 16, 16 into 4 64. So 5 cube is 5 into 5 is 25, 25 into 5. So the smallest 3-digit number which is a perfect cube is 125. Okay, so you have to find out like this. The value of a cube minus b cube, the value of a cube minus b cube when a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 2, when a is equal to 3 and b is equal to 2. Okay, so how much is the value of this? So this is 3 cube minus 2 cube, which is 27 minus 8, okay, which is equal to 19. Okay, so you have to work it out like this. Now these are the fill in the blanks. Cube of 89 is how much? Now here I want you all to read the question properly. They are saying cube of 89. Cube of 89 is how much? Okay, cube of 89. Now it's not cube root. So you are just supposed to work it out. Okay, so 89 into 89. Okay, that is 9 9s are 81, 8, 72, 9 8s are 72, 7. Okay, so the cube of 89 is 704969. You can find it out like this, 704969. Where it goes wrong is people start finding the cube root of 89. That is where they go wrong. Okay, so these were the fill in the blanks. What should be multiplied? This was our 7th question. By 1080 to make a perfect cube. We have to do prime factorization. 2, 5. Now never start with 10 or anything. 10 is a composite number. We should not start with that. Okay. So we should only use prime numbers here. Otherwise, if we use 10, we'll be missing 2 factors, 2 and 5. Okay. That is why we never use composite numbers in prime factorization. Now we can see there is a set of 3 2's here and a set of 3 3's here. Okay, what it doesn't have is this one. Okay, this one did not get set of 3. So what we should multiply in order to make this number a perfect cube? We should multiply it with 25 in order to make it a perfect cube. So here 2 more 5's are required. So we should multiply it with a 25. So 25, answer is 25. That is 25 should be multiplied with 1080 to make it a perfect cube. So what should be multiplied and what should be divided? This type of sums are always done by prime factorization only. Now the 8th question, which number should 1404 be divided with to make it a perfect cube? Be divided with to make it a perfect cube. Okay, so 1404 should be divided with what in order to make a perfect cube? So 1404, now here 1404, this is 2702. Okay, it's 2351. This is, by which number should we divide this? Now 351, it is not going by, it's going by 3. Yeah, 117. Now this is again going by 3. Now how do I know every time it's going by 3? I am adding 3 plus 5 plus 1, and since it has come to 9, that means this is a multiple of, since 9 is a multiple of 3, so this will go by 3. Again I added here, I saw 9, I know it is divisible by 3. 3 3s are 9 and 3 9s are 27. Okay, now again 3 and 13. So now we have got one set of 3, but we haven't got 1 2 here and we haven't got 2 more 13s here. So what should it be divided by? Remember, this is divided by, not multiplied by. So if we can remove these numbers, that is 2 2's and 1 13, then it becomes a perfect cube, right? So how to remove these factors 2 2 and 13? Okay, you can think like that. 1404 is equal to 2 into 2 into 3 into 3 into 3 into 13 into, that's it, okay, into 13. So I have written all the factors. Now what it should be divided by in order to make it a perfect cube? If I can remove this, this and this, then this becomes a perfect cube. So the number should be divided by, 4 into 13. So my answer is how much? 13 into 4, 52. Okay, in order to make it a perfect cube. So there are two ways in which we can make a perfect cube. One can be, we can multiply. Okay, so the same sum can be asked in two ways. One way is to how we can multiply and make it a perfect cube. One is how we can divide and make it a perfect cube. So if it is division, you have to remove the factors which is not getting 3 sets of 3's. Okay. Now here comes the ninth question. Now this is 5.832 into c to the power 6, b to the power 12. People generally get this wrong, c to the power 15. Okay, they want the cube root of this. Okay, how do we find the cube root of this? Okay, so here I can write like this, cube root. This is the sign of cube root. Then how do I find this? Here it is, let me keep this cube root sign here, and then I will write 5.5832. Okay, I think I can put 1,000 here to get 5183 into, okay, that is this. See how I am writing, c square into 3 and b to the power 4. This is coming from exponents actually. Okay, you multiply the powers, you will get your 12. Okay, so 6 can be written as 2 into 3, but note one thing, I am putting the 3 outside for a reason. Okay, now see, this is c 15, which can be written like this. Okay, now I am going to find the cube root of this. First thing is, I need to know 5832. What is the cube root of 5? What is the cube root of 5832? So I need to do prime factorization for this. So if I do prime factorization, 5832, this is 2, here is 2916 and 2, this is 1458, this is 2, 729, and then this is 3 is, and then 3, this is 81, carry on with the 81, 81 is 3, 27, 3, 9, okay, 3 and 3. Now this is end of our finding cube root. One set of 3, okay, I can see another set of 3 here, okay, and then I can see the third set of 3. So this is definitely a perfect cube. Okay, so now what do? I have to pick 1 2 from here, 1 3 and 1 3. So total it comes to, this is 1 2 from here, 2 into 9, that is 18. Okay, so 18 is the cube root of this. So I can see this work has to be done in rough work. So 18 is the cube root of this. So I can write an 18, then I can write a 10 for this. Here for c square, this 3 will go because what I am doing is I am actually doing this 3 into 1/3, because finding cube root of anything is a multiplying with 1/3. Finding square root is multiplying with a half. So here also I am multiplying with a 1/3. Okay, and here c to the power 5, for that also I am multiplying with a 1/3. That is finding cube root. So when you multiply with a 1/3, see what you are left with. You are left with b to the power 4, c square, c5, like that. Okay, so here I am left with, what here? I am left with c square, then b to the power 4 by c5. Okay, so I can write it again as 1.8 into c square into b to the power 4 into c to the power 5. Okay, so that is my answer. The next question was the 10th one. Find the cube of, okay, not the cube root but the cube of, okay, c to the power minus 5. Now here how to find the cube of this? So finding the cube of this algebraic portion is very easy, but for this 0.9, okay, first I will multiply 9 with 9, which is 81, and again one more 9, which will give me 729. Now since the decimal point is here, from the right I'll count 3 places and put the decimal point. So 0.729, 0.729, okay, and this is cubed, so it is b to the power 12 and c to the power minus 15. That is my cube of this number. Okay, so I can write it like this. I can write it like 0.9 b to the power 4 c to the power minus 5 cube is equal to this. Now there was a question, 16th question, a metallic, this is a metallic rectangular cuboid, a metallic rectangular cuboid 25 centimeter into 15 centimeter into 9 centimeter was melted to form a cube. Okay, was melted to form a cube. Find the side of the cube. Find the side of the cube. Okay, so this is a rectangular solid. Find the side of the cube. What is the find the side of the cube? The metallic rectangular cuboid has these dimensions. Okay, so was melted to form a new cube. So one cuboid of this dimensions was melted to form a new cube. Now what is the formula of volume of a cube? Volume of a cube is side cube. Okay, if I take S as the side cube, and that is going to be equal to this volume L into B into H. So I can write it clearly like 15 into 9. Okay, so now 25 into 15 into 9. Okay, so now what happens is, don't multiply it and then start doing prime factorization. You can do it without doing that multiplication, without any prime factorization. What I will do is, I'll have to see here, I'll have to just break it into the factors. So this is 5 into 5, and then there is a 5 into 3, and then there is 3 into 3 for the 9, for the 15, for the 25. Now look here, can I see a cube root? Okay, I can see a clearly, so S is equal to pick one out and pick one out. Done. So your answer is a 15. So the side of the cube is 15 centimeter. Okay. Now here is a question, the 12th one. Find the value of okay, cube root of. So here is a question, find the value of and cube root of 0.123. Find the value of cube root of 0.000064. Okay, so if it is 0.00064, you have to find the cube root of this. Now whenever it comes like a decimal number like this, everybody is very scared. Okay, now how to handle it nicely? Just see here, cube. Okay, I keep writing the cube, and then I write the 64 and I divide it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 zeros. Okay, that gives me cube of 64 is a cube root of 64, that is 4 into 4, 16, 16 into 4, 64. So this is a 64. If you are not getting, do prime factorization. And look here. Okay, there are 3 sets of 2 zeros. So out of that, one set will be taken here. So what is the cube root now is 0.04. Okay, so this is the cube root. Okay, so this is the cube root of the given decimal number. So that finishes with the worksheet of cube roots. Okay, so you'll find the link of the other worksheet also in the description box. So that's it for today. If you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Bye then.